We are back at another video in our crypto view series, and we are doing JavaScript. So let's get started where we left off. So we left off at our search screen. We just didn't do any JavaScript on the search screen. We actually did on the home page, which was working completely fine. Here I show you all the prices, but on the search screen, things were pretty dead. We did not do anything. So let's get onto the search screen and let's start building the search functionality. So I'll go back to my code and I'll close index.js. I don't need it. Index.html, I don't need it. Index.css, I don't need it. Search.html, I need. Yes, I do need search.html. I need search.js. I need this file. So first of all, I want to add the search functionality. I think the form I have already written. Here we go. The form is already there. So that means if I am searching for, say, Bitcoin, then here in my URL, the query is already present. So from the URL, I have to fetch it. So again, window.onload. We'll have to start with that. Same thing. Window.onload is a function. What will it do? Search data. I'll just create a function with this name. So here we go. Search data. What will this do? First of all, we have to take the URL. So const current URL is equal to window.location, not local storage, location.href. So first of all, we need to get the data, right? We need to get the URL. From this, we need to create an object of URL. So const URL obj, new URL, pass current URL. From this object, we'll get something called as search. And this search, we need to actually create a string called as URL search params. This is the class. And we pass URL object dot search. Not username dot search. We'll create an object of this. Const params. And the reason we are doing all of this, we are doing this to get the query parameter q, so that we can know whether it is there or not. So maybe first of all, I'll just do a quick check if params dot has. It should have params dot has. Or get. Why is it not having? Let's check. Let's check, are we on the correct class or not? I'm gonna check. Quickly go to MDN. MDN is important for web development. It's super duper important. And in JavaScript here, we want to start with JavaScript, and we want to search for a class called URL search params. Yes, this is a class, and this has a function called as has. So that means it should have it. For some reason, my VS Code seems to not suggest it, but it should be available. So I'm gonna has and search for a queue. If queue is not available, then just simply return. Don't do anything. I mean, queue is not available. What are you gonna do? But if the queue is available, if that query string is available, so you need to use it. You need to fetch something. But before that, I also want to fill this. What do I mean? This thing. So if I have searched for Bitcoin, it should show Bitcoin. I'll show you an example why am I saying this. Say suppose if you go on to google.com and you just simply search for ABCD, right? So it stays. This ABCD stays there. If you go on to say Amazon, Amazon, open Amazon, search for say mobiles, then this mobile stays here in the search box. Here on my websites, if I search for say Ethereum, it's gone. That is not expected. As a new user, if somebody is coming to my website, they are not expecting that. They're expecting it to stay. So I need to implement that functionality. And it's super duper easy. Remember this name. Remember this name we gave. So all we have to do is document dot get elements by name. What is the name? Q. We already gave. There is only one element, so I can simply do array of 0 dot value. Simple, simple stuff. Dot value. What is the value? Value is params dot get. What do I get? Q. Simple. So document.getElement by name, we got the name. What is the name? Name is Q. Q is going to give you an array. I'll show you. Simple. Console.log document.getElements by not id, get elements by name. What is the name? Name is Q. Remember? Q is here. Here, see? This is the name. I'll show you. Go to my console of my browser and open F12 or F11, F12. And it says new operator. I'm missing new operator. That is why it was not showing the auto suggest. Let's quickly fix that. I am missing the new operator here. Yep, that is why it was not showing the auto suggest. And you see, it's a node list of input. So that means all I have to do is go to the 0th index, set the value, params dot whatever, and we have the value. Here, you see, if I search for, say, USDT, hit enter, it stays. If I search for Bitcoin, it stays. This is what is expected. This is how we simply did it with just one line of code. Got the reference, set the value. We already had the value. Why? Because we created from the URL search parameters. We had it in the query parameters. We created the object. How did we create an object? By these 3 lines. Take the URL, parse it into an object, take the search query, take the whole search string, pass it into an object. That will be your parameter object, the search param object. And after that, you can just check whether a parameter is present, get the value, set the value, do all sorts of fancy stuff. So I'm just checking. If it is not present, then don't move ahead. Otherwise, you're just going to crash because it's not available. But if it is available, then first of all, get the value and set it in that input field so that it looks and feels professional. Then I'll create another function, or I'll just create a fetch call, right? I need to fetch the data. But where do I fetch it from? I don't know. So we'll go back to CoinGecko and I'll close all of these additional things. We don't need it. And here we'll search for whether we have a search API or not, which we should have, which there is, I know, because I've already checked this before. But yeah, here we have it, search. And all it takes is the query string. So if I search for, say, bit, hit execute, I am going to get all the coins which are matching bit, obviously Bitcoin, then wrap Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, BitTorrent, Bitcoin SV, Satoshi Vision version, I don't know, something. BitDAO, so many coins. So I'm just going to copy this query or this URL, go back to my code, paste it here, and the this query parameter is going to be dynamic. So I'm just going to do a concatenation of params.get of what? The query. Dot then, we already have convert to JSON, remember? Convert to JSON we already have, we don't need it. I mean, we can directly use it. It's in the common. I've already, in the last video only, I moved it into common. So it's already there. Dot then, maybe I'll move a render function. Remember, simple render function. So I'll create a function render. Accepting, what will I accept? I accept data. Console.log data. Let's see what do we get. We need to check that always, right? Keep checking at every step. We get coins, exchanges, ICOs, everything. We just need coins. So I'm gonna focus on data.coins. So I'm quickly gonna change that. Data.coins. I only want coins, right? Check again. Okay, now this is an array of 25 coins. Pretty good. So I can loop on it. That means on an array of 25 elements, I can simply loop on it. So for loop, for let I is equal to 0, or not 9, 0, I is less than data.coins.length and I++. You got this? Now const single coin is equal to data.coins of I. Simple. And then at the same time console.log single coin And we don't need this. We'll comment this out. We'll go to the browser and see what do we get. Simple. Again, every step just console and check, and we get all the data of separate coins. What do we have here? We have ID, we have large, there should be a thumb. Yep, there's a thumb. We have symbol, we have name, and we've got market cap. We don't have the price here. And in search, they don't return price. For some reason, for free APIs, they don't return price. But what do we need? We just need the count. Obviously, we get that using index. We need the thumb, we need the name, we need the logo. Not logo, the symbol. And more info, we will need ID, which will pass to the details screen. Simple. And we have that data. So I'll go back and I'll create this data. So I'll first of all get serial number. So what do we get? Index. I don't know. Index will be basically I+1 because we start from 1. Humans read from 1. Computers read from 0. So, and then second, we need the logo. So logo is equal to single coin dot thumb. We already seen that. Then what do we need? We need the name. Const name is equal to single coin dot name. Const symbol is equal to single coin dot symbol. Const. What else? ID. We need the ID because when I click on more, it takes me to detail screen. But which coins detail does it show? How do we know that? We pass query parameter. So in order to pass query parameter for each of the button, we need that data. So I'll do that. Const ID is equal to single coin dot ID. We already have that. We already have single coin dot ID. And in search.html, am I using an anchor tag or am I using a button? Anchor tag is easy. It's very easy because we can simply, just put href. In button, it's a little tricky, but we can do one thing. We can make an anchor tag and make it look like a button. That we can do very easily using CSS. So maybe we will try that. We will try, creating an anchor tag and then making it look like a button. That is going to be really fun. So I'm going to read this sample HTML code so that we can refer to this. And just paste it here so that it's easy for us. And function create card. I'll maybe call it single card. What do we need in this card? We need the index. We need the name. We need the symbol. We need the ID. Only these things. Oh, logo. Thumb. We need a thumb. Or I'll just call it logo. Logo is better to understand, isn't it? And I'll call this from the function. So create single card. Index, pass the index. Pass the logo. Pass the name. Pass the symbol. Pass the ID. Maybe I will rename this to coin ID. So it's, better to understand. Coin ID. It's not the index ID. It's a coin ID. Not 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the name of the coin basically. So we've got this data. All we have to do is create my elements. Simple. You see here. What do we have? Para image h3 button. Okay. Const. Again, simple. ID element is equal to document dot create element. What do we create? What do we create here? Paragraph tag. ID element. What do we need to give? Inner HTML. Where is the value? Where is the value coming from? From the parameter. It's already there. Index variable. Done. Image. Const. Image. Not logo element. Document. Dot create element. Which element? Image. What do we do here? Give src. Give the alt. So logo element. Not log. Logo element. Dot src. Where is src? Already there. Where? Parameter. Logo. Alt. Okay. Logo element. Dot alt. Where is it? Coin logo. Just need to give that. Done. Const. Name element. Document. Dot create element. Which element do we need? We need h3. Done. Name element. Dot inner text. Which is the text? Name variable already coming in the function. Done. Const which element symbol element is equal to document dot create element which element h3. Where is the text coming from? Symbol element dot inner text. Where is it? Symbol parameter. Already using it. Done. Now here we can go with a button. But let's also try to go with an anchor tag, because I want to show you CSS way of, how do I say, making an anchor tag look like a button. That is also pretty good, pretty fun actually. Or if you want with a button, maybe in some other video, some other tutorial, I might show you how to, navigate using a button, which we have already done. In the nav bar, if you notice, we have a button using which we are navigating. So that's also covered technically. So this one maybe we'll do anchor. So anchor element, anchor element, document dot create element. Which element? Anchor, a tag. So anchor element dot inner text, not inner text. Yes, inner text we need to give. Inner text will be more info. Anchor element dot src. Where do we need to take it? We need to take it to detail screen, detail.html. Where do we need it? We need to pass an ID. ID is going to be the ID which we already have. We need to concatenate this. So plus goes here. And all of this information, all of these elements which we have created, we are going to concatenate and append basically to my parent. Like not concatenate, I should say append basically to my parent, which is this div here. So const container element is equal to document dot create element. Simple. Which element? Div container element dot class list dot add. We have two classes. Single search result is going to be the first one, comma, second one is going to be the card. Done. Inside container, just add all of these children. So container element dot append child. We start with the index. So where is it? What did we call it? ID element, not in, ID underscore element. Then container element dot append child. Which one do we append next? We append the thumb. So the logo element. Done. Container element dot append child. Which element do we append? We append the name element. Done. Container element dot append child. Which element do we append? We append the symbol. Done. Container element dot append child. Which one do we append? We append the anchor. Not in quotes, without the quotes. It's a variable. Done. And where do we append all of this? We need, this has to be coin ID, right? Coin ID, yep. Where do we append all of this? We append this in the main container. So maybe I'll just call it an ID and give it search result. No, we already have search result container, right? I'll just call search hyphen results. And here we have, because we already have a class with this name, so I just don't want to confuse this. So document dot get element by ID. Which element? Search results dot append child. Which child? We already created the card. Container element. Done. We will now have all the coins. I'm going to remove the boilerplate, the basic hard coding which we have done. I'm just going to remove it and remove this. Oh, we copy pasted a lot of times. So we're going to remove all of this. And now let's check a browser. What do we have? Let's check. And let me close this. And we have got all the result. We have got pretty much everything. If I search for, say, ETH, I got Ethereum, Tether, whatever I have. Everything is here. Yes, this looks pretty weird. No, not gonna lie. This looks very, unorganized kind of a thing. So we are gonna change it using CSS. Very simple to do that. And my anchor tag is also here. For some reason it doesn't work. Let's check. Did we add the href? I'm gonna open my console and check. Did we add the href correctly? Oh, we forgot to add the href. Let's check. We'll go back to my code. And in my JavaScript, did we add href. Oh, we added src. Obviously it won't work. It has to be href. Now let's check. And anchor looks fine. More info. I mean, if I click, it takes me to detail.html with the id more info. And obviously if I click on tether or any of them, it still takes me to Bitcoin because that is hard coded. We have not given the JavaScript for that yet to make it dynamic. But what we have actually done in today's video is we have accomplished search functionality. If I search for say Doge, I get Dogecoin and all of these nice meme coins. If I search for Ethereum, all the variants of Ethereum I'm gonna get. Ethereum classic name, name service yield, stake, code project, whatever you have. Okay, so that would be it for this video. Next video is probably going to be a shorter one because there I will focus on CSS, on making this weird looking thing a little bit more, organized. I will try to make this look a little bit more organized, and we'll try to structure it better using CSS and a little bit of JavaScript change in the template. But yeah, that would be it for the next video. And yeah, that is all for this video, and see you in the next one.